The baby tiger cubs were orphaned, and the orangutan took everything into his own hands. He hugged them, stroked them and fed them. Funny and touching stories happen not only with domestic animals. For example, the hero of this story is an orangutan who took care of little tiger cubs. 5 tiger cubs born in South Carolina wildlife sanctuaries became orphans almost immediately after their birth. The kids might never have known what a mother's love is if the orangutan living here hadn't come to their aid and replaced their parents. Arriving at work one day, employees saw that a primate and tiger cubs were happily playing together. Orangutan showed tenderness to the babies and hugged them to himself. The staff found this picture very touching, so they helped the unusual foster parent. The orangutan was given a bottle of baby formula and shown how to feed them. Now the unusual dad himself fed his adopted children, who responded to such care with tenderness and love. The primate got used to the role of a father, so he was engaged not only in feeding, but also in raising the tiger cubs. It was this task that was most difficult for the primate to cope with. The tiger cubs turned out to be real fidgets, often fighting among themselves. The foster dad spent a lot of time separating the kids and teaching them good manners. The primate's attempts to correct the behavior of the tiger cubs were, for the most part, unsuccessful, but one could only be amazed at the patience he showed. When the cubs got older, they were moved to a separate enclosure. Despite the sympathy that existed between the animal, it is difficult for predators to give up their instincts, so the tiger cubs began to pose a danger to the primate. Despite this ending, this story is an example of how maternal and paternal feelings can violate even the harsh laws of nature and become the basis for the emergence of sympathy between animals of completely different species.